Hey everybody, soybean farmer, October 31st. Well, cousin's made some progress on this. He got started on it 2 nights ago. I came over last night and hung out and said things like, yeah, you're doing it. Try to be encouraging. But getting this retracting finger drum out of this front of this combine was no simple task. Is no simple task. These bearings here, this one stuck. We worked on that one last night and it got kind of chilly out here. We weren't dressed right for it, so we put it up, went in the house. After about another hour and a half of a huge fight, there's the retracting finger drum sitting on the floor, now out of our way so that we can come in here and repair that hole, that gaping hole. It looks to me like water collects, because there's some pinholes right there on that side in here, and it's caused this rust out. Cousin drove the Gleaner over here to my shop, so we're working on the repair now. He's dressing up and cleaning the area with flap discs on my angle grinder. Got to get the metal clean so we can weld to it. All right, let's get this piece of metal in here, see if it fits. Alright, that idea you had, taking that round log, yeah, and laying it up there, actually it's a fence post, and lay it right up there.
I know what Ben was.
Yeah.
Ben was somewhere along in here.
Yeah.
Like that?
Like that.
Okay. Alright. Like nails maybe?
Nah.
This guy? Too thick, ain't it?
Let's try him.
Alright.
Lay him up there.
You got the bend is more right here, where this is.
Pull it forward a little bit. Alright, try that. Alright, I got such resistance now, I feel tight.
Okay.
Alright, look under there and see if we came close to fitting in there.
Oh, yeah, the hole.
The hole. Look at
Yeah.
the hole. Yeah.
Yeah, man, come here, look, check this out.
Flush with it, ain't it?
Yeah. It's tight on the back, but a little high on the front, but I don't know if that'll have anything to do with it.
Alright, then we're gonna need to roll our log forward.
Okay.
Because
Because, I mean,
when I felt it get
right here is where it starts bending, right in here.
Yep. Yep, that trick's gonna work real good. I like it. Good idea. Excellent idea.
It was the inspiration from the creator maker of the universe,
So thank you, Jesus.
amen.
All right, folks, here we are. We got the piece of metal cut, slid it in there, and cousin had a brilliant idea about taking something round and putting it on it, and then taking that jack and jacking it into place. And you couldn't ask for a better fit. So we're up to the point now where we're going to get to play with the welder. Well, we're up to the point now where the welds look horrible down in here. I don't even want to get the camera too close, but problem is it's thin metal, it's rusty metal, it's fragile metal. Trying to weld on something like that is tricky at best. But there was a piece back here in the back, that cover right there that you just might have saw swing loose and all the rust come down. It's got a bunch of holes in it too. And Cousin saw how to get it out from under the combine.
You saw how to get it on the combine.
We saw how to get it out from under the combine. We were working together on this thing. And we're going to take the piece out and get it on the workbench and see if we can't patch these holes. Well, as we progressed along, it got a little depressing. We thought we were going to be able to get that panel off of the combine, but it hinges on a rod that's the entire width of the feeder house, and to push that rod out, it's going to hit the tire, which means take off the tire. We didn't get all excited about taking off the tire. Okay, here's where things got really frustrating. We closed up that door, and I went back to my original idea of trying to weld far-reaching deep past the area. And by the time I burnt the rod halfway down, I could not reach the area. And the whole time, because of the way I was having to stick the rod up in there, I couldn't really see the welding bead. Of course, I already knew that this metal was so rusty and weak that you couldn't run a bead on it. The best you could do was spot weld it. Start, stop, start, stop. But this got into a situation here. You'll see me in a minute here jerking the rod holder off of the rod. The rod was sticking. There's first time right there. And I knew, don't let it sit there and make the welder overload. Get the electrode holder off of it. So I just had to jerk it off and reach in there and pull the rod out. See, the rod was not that hot because I was not really doing a continuous weld. It was spot it and try to get enough strength in the weld there to hold that plate down over the holes that were in it. So this went on for a while. It was very frustrating, but end result, I believe we'll actually have got a plate welded in there now that'll cover those holes and last for a while, I hope. All right, I'm going to see if I can get those clamps on the front edge of that. And I may need you up under there to tighten them.
Oh, okay.
Go tighten that and see what you get.
All right, buddy.
And I'm trying to get it out here to squeeze that down.
I know.
So I want it to come up to the front side. I need a longer rod.
Sure. Dead end only, because that other one's hot.
Good. Be careful. Well, we finished it up, and looks like we got the holes patched. And now Cousin's trying to go home, but we're having an issue. We parked this combine on a hill, and there's a good-sized block behind that tire. And we're having trouble getting the combine to go forward so we can get that block out from behind that tire. Cousin said something about he was having brake issues. Okay, the block's out, combine's rolling. He's got to remember to turn, not hit my truck, and I think he got it figured out. That's why I set the big light behind me. See the shadow that I made. He's back right down in there between the little Ford and the forest, and make his turn to carry it on back over there to his shop. Okay, where we're at with this project now, or should I say Cousin, I'll help him any way I can. But he's got a parts list that he's got to go find so we can be able to put the retracting finger drum back in it. There's a couple of those fingers that were worn real bad, and Cousin grabbed one of them and broke it off with his bare hands. So it was shot. Uh-oh. Okay, the situation was the parking brake was stuck. So Cousin knew what was going on with it, and got out there, and I held the phone light for him, and he got it unstuck. So we fully anticipate departure this time. Yep, there we go. There he goes, folks. Headed back to the south side of the farm. Been a fun day. Glad we could get that fixed. Everybody, thanks a bunch for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'd like to thank everybody who has subscribed to Soybean Farmer.